Dude, I've been wanting to get back into aquarium stuff, and since I've had this 10-gallon here for about a year, I've been wanting to put some stuff in it. Here's the whole shopping list. Tell me in the comments if you think this is good stuff. Only for fish keepers though, you guys would know since well, if you do research, you would know if this is good stuff. I've done hours of research. I'm starting to run out of videos to do research on. So on YouTube at least. So here's the sand that I picked up at the local fish store, and I blindly got it, so I don't know if it's good or not. So let's go. I mean, read some reviews of the sand real quick. All right, so this guy says use this in a 3-gallon cherry shrimp tank. Despite water tests coming back good, shrimp all died within 2 days. Deep clean tank, fresh scoops of sand, more shrimp, same result. Ran a fridge magnet across the bottom of the tank and a bunch of sand stuck to it. So there's metal in the material in the sand, or at least in batches of it. Steer clear. I'm really worried about that, honestly. This person says use blasting sand, $10 for a 50-pound bag. Yeah, on Amazon this is really expensive sand. So a lot of these people are having problems with cloudy waters, but I guess you just have to let it sit for a day or two, maybe 5, so all the dust can go away, like so you can get like results like this. It's really nice, and that's what I want for my tank. I'm pretty sure this guy got it pretty bad when he said too expensive for a 5-pound bag and it clumps up. I hope mine doesn't clump up. That would be pretty bad. Okay, so a theme I'm noticing here is that a lot of people are saying it's either too expensive and it's also cloudy, which is normal for sand, the cloudiness. You just gotta be patient. That's kind of a big theme with this whole hobby. But this person says, this person rated 3 stars and said, after I bought this, I realized that I definitely needed 2 bags and I had to buy another one. And 2 were overpriced on here, but my fish are happy, so whatever. So I can see this person as a beta fish, and they seem, since this person says they look fine, the whole tank looks good. I'm not sure, but since I want a beta fish, I hope this works well, just as this person's beta fish seems like this sand is working well for it, which I don't even think should be a concern unless your sand is that bad. But anyways, let's go clean this shit. Dude, this man said anal. He thought we were cool after he said anal. Nah. So as you can see, a lot of people have problems with the pricing, but I got each bag for like $6 at the store, so it wasn't too bad. And also the only thing I'm worried about is the grains and that metal comment, metal in the sand. But I've heard that metal is not really known to kill fish. Maybe shrimp, but I don't know about betta fish since one of those pictures had a betta fish. Yeah, that's the only thing that's worrying me, like forever being cloudy, but I don't think that happens since like people use like play sand and that pretty much clears in over like 9 days. So this sand should be good. And now I just found a bucket outside that I'm cleaning. You can find any bucket. I found this bucket. It's pretty cool. Now that we have our now that we have our sandbag open and our bucket clean, we can just pour it in. I'm realizing now. This is a lot of sand. Okay, now that we have this in our bucket, I'm realizing that it's a lot more than I thought. It didn't look like a lot since the bag is pretty small, but now that I'm realizing it's probably like 2 of these bags, 1.5 actually, will take up my entire 10-gallon tank, which is exactly what we want. So I got pretty overkill on the sand. I could have spent less money, but oh well. Now that I'm realizing this sand is not really fine, which is good since when I do gravel vacuum it with the siphon, it won't like be such a hassle as much as this one will be. But oh well. Also, yeah, this one was $15. I don't know why, but oh well. I'm pretty glad that the grains are a lot bigger than I thought they would be. It looks nice, pretty shiny. It's good. All right, let's go clean it. Okay, now that we can see this part, the water that's rising is dusty as expected, and there was stuff that was rising up. But as we can see now, all that stuff went down, so I'm guessing it didn't clump up and it didn't all rise to the top because some reviews said there's sand rise to the top, which it's sand. I don't really know how that happens, but yeah, you can see some of it does happen here, but you push it down. I did this, you just push it down with your fingers and it just like falls down like gravel. It's pretty normal stuff. Okay, now that the sand is all the way at the bottom of the bucket, now all that's left is the little flakes and the dust and the dirt debris that's in there. And there's some like white particles in there, but that also comes out. It's just like the flakes, so it's easily washed out. And yeah, I put the bucket at a little angle so that the the water only comes out of a portion of the bucket and not the whole rim is like overflowing. I learned that from KG Tropicals because they are an S tier channel, dude. Watch them now. I got all the sand clean. I left it out there for a couple minutes, and now it's ready to go in the tank. It's gonna be awesome. Also, this is an old tank, so I hope it doesn't burst. First drop of sand. An idea I have for this tank is to have a little gap in the sand where there's light sand, to have a little like river kind of looking thing, like ravine. There you go, like that. It has metal in it. So this is a magnet. Let's see if it drags along with this magnet here. Nah, bro got the hoops and yo-yo bracelet. Nah. It looks like I got more sand on my fingers than I did the magnet, so personally I've had a good experience. The water, as you saw, it cleared up pretty easily. A1 for me. What I want to do is I'm gonna carefully and extremely carefully, because with the black sand it's not that fine, which I'm super glad because I don't really like the fine stuff, and this is the fine stuff. Gotta be extremely careful with this stuff. Alright, I actually think that's it. A little more. I think that's about 2 cups. Since it is such a tiny little container, I think I'm gonna put maybe like 2 bottles of water in there, since I don't really want to put this stuff over my sink. So that's crazy. Look at that. Alright, so it does cloud up the water just a bit, but I think it'll be fine. Let me get more water. Okay, so let's grab a little teaspoon and stir it up just to release all the air bubbles. It looks a lot cloudier on the camera more than it does on person. But yeah, it's pretty good. Alright. Without you guys, I'm gonna leave you guys here and I'm gonna go clean this in the sink. Hopefully it doesn't fuck up my plumbing, guys. So I cleaned the sand off as much as I could. And I think it's pretty good to use now. And whoever thinks I'm eating this stuff, bro, ain't nobody said that. That's not funny, and you should kill yourself. Alright, so now it's time to put this stuff in the tank. Each teaspoon at a time. Finished product. I'm not gonna fill it up with water yet, but as you saw in both of the buckets and the cleaning, it didn't really cloud up the water too much, so that's an A1. I think they're both gonna be good, especially since I'm gonna get coolie loaches and they need sand primarily. They prefer sand, so you know, since I really want coolie loaches, this is a 10-gallon tank. I'm gonna get like 3 of them. I might as well give them some nice sand to be on that won't, you know, completely obliterate their underbellies. This is part 1. This is gonna be a part series. The next part, I'm gonna put some decorations like some stones, maybe driftwood, and a little skull ornament. Oh yeah, that's part 1. Substrate. Now you can click off the video now. For the real ones who are here, if you've been watching me for a lot of years, you know that I left for a long time. But guess what, boys? I'm fucking back. I'm back. Oh! And guess what? I don't know what I'm saying anymore, but I want to tell you guys, I didn't fumble the bag.